Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to Ingrolit. In this video, I'm going to explain Telangana State Intermediate First Year English Model Question Paper. It will be useful for the students who are appearing for intermediate public examinations, especially the first year students. So, this video is completely in English because some students don't know Telugu. For the sake of them, I'm doing this video. Okay, let us start this. So, if you observe this question paper, we could understand this question paper model is given for the academic year 2021 and 22 only. That means you, the people, know already that this year the new textbook has been prepared by the government and given to the students, and that's why this is the first time they are conducting the examination, that means public examination on this syllabus. So 2021 and 22 question paper it is, and if you observe here the maximum marks 100 marks, and you have to write the questions for this 100 marks within 3 hours time. That means your maximum time which was given to complete this examination is exactly 3 hours. They don't give extra time, so you have to complete the complete examination within 3 hours time. Okay, right. This is just the information about the marks and the time. Then if you observe here the brief outlook, if you see here, we have three sections in this question paper: section A, section B, section C. Section A contains 1 to 5 questions. Section B contains only 2, 5, 6 and 7 questions. And section C, question number 8 to question number 20. Section A gives you 40 marks. Section B carries you 8 marks. Section C carries 52 marks, right? And section A contains annotations and question and answers. Again, I am saying section A contains annotations and question and answers. Section B contains seen and unseen passages. Section B contains seen and unseen passages. And the most important one, the section C, it contains grammatical part, vocabulary part, and data transformation. Sir, what is data transformation? Everything I'll explain. But this is just the outlook, overview of the question paper. Okay. So now onwards we discuss section wise and question number wise. So if you observe here, the complete question paper contains 20 questions. The complete question paper contains how many questions? 20 questions. Okay, let us start it. Section A, as I told you before, it contains 1 to 5 questions, and 1 and 2 questions are annotations. Okay, right. So first question, see here, annotate any two of the following in about 100 words each, and each question carries 4 marks. That means you have to write annotations for only 2 out of 5. They gave here 5, but you have to write only 2, and you should write it in about 100 words. So here you should remember this 100 words each, because so many students what they are doing, they are writing less than 100 words or more than 100 words. That means they write 3 pages, 4 pages continuously for only single annotation. How far it is good, I don't know, because if you observe your textbook after your lesson, how to write annotation, and how much you write annotation, how much matter you have to write for that, they gave clearly. They gave different examples after the lesson and poem. whatever it may be. So my suggestion for you is go through them after reading the lesson. Once you observe the annotations in your textbook, because textbook is the very good source for us to get the information. Okay, and they give you model there how to write and how much to write, how much matter we have to present and how to present in examination. That is the basic model for you. That's why instead of depending on any other guides and other materials, you better depend on your textbook. It's my sincere advice for you. Okay, and if you see here, each answer carries you 4 marks, and here if you write 2 annotations, that will be enough for you. And this first question, the annotations come from your prose and short stories. You should remember it. Okay, so some are saying only prose, but I expect you better read once the lessons of short stories also. It will be useful for you. Okay, so that's why this first question, that means annotations, for the sake of this you have to read the lessons of prose and short stories. Okay, then second question. This second question is also about annotations, but not from prose and short stories. Then what, sir? These are from poems. Yes. Here they give you the poem lines and stanzas, and for that you have to write annotations. Here also you have internal choice. You have to write only 2 out of 5. And here also you have 100 words limit. Need not write more than that. Okay. But don't write less than that also. So you have to fix your words and properly it. And each answer gives you here 4 marks, total 8 marks. So you should remember here the first question annotations only, second question also annotations, but the first question from prose and short stories, and the second question annotations about the poems. Okay, I think it is clear for you. It's clear, right? Yes. Then we go for the third question. This third question onwards, you could see here the question and answers. Yes. The third question, if you observe, answer any 2 of the following questions in about 100 words each. So here also they kept a limit 100 words, and each question carries 4 marks. 2 questions you have to answer out of 5. Here internal choice, that means 5 questions they will give you for, and you have to choose only 2 questions from them. If you answer 2, that's enough. Okay, right. Then that means here if you observe this third question, and the question and answers comes from prose lessons. Okay, if you prepare prose lessons question and answers, here you could score good marks. And then you see here fourth question. This fourth question also about question and answers only, but here the questions come from poetry, that means poems. So the poems, based on poems, here they prepare 5 questions. You have to answer any 2, and the limit is 100 words, and each answer carries 4 marks, total 8 marks. Then question number 5, if you observe here, this question number 5 also about the question and answers only, and here also they gave you 5, and the words limit is 100, and here they gave you each one carries 4 marks. Then from what will they give the questions here? Yes, these are from short stories. These questions are from short stories. You should remember it. So if you observe third question onwards, okay. So the third question, that means the answer the following questions to any two. These are from prose. Then fourth question from poetry, and for the fifth question you have to prepare short stories question and answers. Clear? So with this, section A would be completed. Next we go for section B. So as I said for you, section B contains seen and unseen paragraphs. So the sixth question is there. See, the sixth question they gave you here, read the following passage and write any four of the questions. So after this paragraph, they give you six questions here, but you have to write any four of them. That's enough. So each question gives you 4 marks. Sorry, 1 mark. So total you get 4 marks. Okay. So the sixth question must be a scene paragraph. What is scene paragraph, sir? Means this paragraph comes from your prose lesson or poetry or short stories. Don't think that from poetry we don't get any paragraph questions. Don't think like that. Definitely, sometimes they may ask you. Here they give you a stanza and they can give you questions like this. That's why reading the poetry lines and understanding them line to line and word to word, that will be good for you for scoring better marks. You will be in safe side at that time. That's why I'm telling here the sixth question, and it is about read the following passage and answer the four questions, any four questions like that they give you, right? For the sake of this, you have to prepare prose lessons, poetry poems, and short stories. Okay, right. Then, one more thing here about this, don't expect that all the answers are in the paragraph because it is a scene paragraph because you learned the lesson. That's why some answers will not be in the paragraph because it is a scene paragraph. If you have complete idea about the lesson, then only you could answer all of them. That's why don't expect all the answers must be in the paragraph for the sixth. Okay. So some answers are in the previous or before of the paragraph or after the paragraph also. Okay. Remember that. Next question number 7. It is a unseen passage. Here also one paragraph they'll give you, and under that they'll give you six questions. From that six questions you have to write any four. Each answer gives you 1 mark. That means total 4 marks you will get. And it is, as I said, unseen passage. That means that passage might not be in your lesson. They may give from out of the textbook also. And at that time, here one lucky thing and one good thing is if they give unseen paragraph like this, compulsory all the answers are in this paragraph only. That's why that's not a great problem. You read the paragraph first, then read the question and try to find the answers from them, and then you have to write it. Okay. So for the sake of writing these answers, here one more thing. You have to write the answers in a word or in a sentence. So for both paragraphs, if you write answers at that time, you may write in a word or in a sentence, but without mistakes. That's your choice. They clearly gave here. You can write in a word or in a sentence. But if you write in a sentence, you'll get good impression. For the sake of nice impression, for the sake of good impression, you may write in sentences, but don't do the mistakes. That's very, very important thing. Okay. So with this, we could complete section B. So section B complete contains one seen paragraph and one unseen paragraph. Seen paragraph may contain poems also, that you should remember. Then we come to the very, very important section, that is the section C. It gives you 52 marks. 52 marks you could get from this section C. If, for the sake of preparing this section C, you have to concentrate on various topics. That means vocabulary and grammar related topics. For example, vocabulary related topics means what would come, tell me? Meanings. First of all, meanings. Vocabulary means meanings you have to learn. After that, spellings. Spellings also you should learn compulsory because there you have one question that is based on spellings. Then pronunciation. Pronunciation also comes under vocabulary. Okay, that means phonetics. It's all come under how to pronounce and all. Then you have Syllabification. Syllabification means how many syllables are there, like that we have to find out. These are all come under vocabulary. Then grammatical part means parts of speech, verb forms, articles, prepositions, rewrite as directed. These all come under grammatical part. Okay. So under data transfer is there, transformation of data. That means the data is in one form. We have to change that into another form. I'll explain it when that question comes. I'll explain how it is. Okay. Okay. Right. See here. Before I going through this section C, here one note is there. That note is very very important. You should remember that note. That note is answers of this section must be written at one place in the same serial order. Very very important note. If you don't follow this note, you will lose even the complete 52 marks. Yes, you don't have right if you don't follow this note. Understand? You don't have any right to claim about the marks if you don't follow this rule. You should remember this. Once again I'm saying, what is this rule, sir? What is this note means? You should write complete section C answers in an order at one place. At one place means not in one paper. You will start with 8. 8 after ninth, 9 after 10th question, 10th after 11th question. Like this, that order you should not miss. Some children, what will they write? First, they write question number 8. Then they go to the question number 20. Again, they come back to question number 15. Again, they come to question number 9. Then they come to question number 12. Like this jumbling method, you should not do here. In section C, they don't accept such kind of irregular form. You have to follow the serial order. Serial means this question number. For example, you don't know one question. For example, you don't know a ninth question. That means give gap for that. You write eighth question answers, and you could understand how much place is enough for ninth question. That much place you leave there. Question numbers you write, then you leave the place, then you go for the next one. And when you completed remaining all the things, again come back to that and fill it. That means complete it. Follow that method. So again, I am saying here, it's very very important note. You should follow this note for the sake of getting the marks. Okay, you have to write at one place. That means in one order, serial order. One place means not in one page. So pages may contain different, but this order should be followed. So eighth after ninth, ninth after tenth, tenth after 11th, 11th after 12th, 12th after 13th. Like this, 8th to 20th questions. All these questions should be in the serial order. All these answers should be in the serial order. You should remember this. Understand? Right. Okay, let us start now this section C. So question number 8, it's about meanings. The meanings are in the form of matching here. So you have to match column A with the meanings of column B. So in A words they give, and column B contains meanings, and you have to match them. Okay, this is for just you can attempt any 8, that's enough. So here they give 10 for you if you attempt 8 enough, and each answer gives you half mark. So total 4 marks. Next question number 9, it's about parts of speech. Here also they give you 10 and you can write any 8. So each one carries half mark, and you get 4 marks. You know parts of speech, right? So noun, pronoun, adjective, like that. So these parts of speech questions they may give from your lessons or out of the lessons also. You should remember one thing, grammar part and this whatever the data transformation part they have given you, don't expect only from the lessons. Sometimes they may give from lessons, but all the time they don't give from the lessons only. Okay, so they may give from other sources also, grammar especially. Okay, that's why you read whatever the examples were given in your textbook. That's very very important. Don't neglect them. So I am saying you here once again, You should read your textbook properly and do the grammatical exercises and vocabulary exercise, whatever they have given in your textbook, first of all. After that, do some other examples also. Okay, that's good. So, ninth question is about parts of speech. Then, 10th one is about articles. We have to fill in the blanks with the suitable articles. Here also 10 blanks are there, but if you attempt any 8, that's enough. And each correct answer gives you half mark, and the total is 4 marks. Okay, so you should remember this. So, here also again I am saying, so they may give from your textbook or other sources also. Okay, right. So, question number 11. Here also you have grammatical part only. Question number 11 also, it is about fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions. So here also they give you 10 blanks, but if you attempt any 8, that's enough. And each correct answer gives you half mark, and complete for this question number 11 is 4 marks. Okay, here also once again I am saying, they may give you the lines from your textbook lessons or out of the textbook also. Okay, right. Then question number 12. So this is about verb forms. In grammar, if you learn the tenses, then you could understand how to write these verb forms. Okay, so simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, present continuous, past continuous. So what are the verb forms we are using for them, and all those things are useful here. That is nothing but about the forms of the verb. Okay, so the forms of the verb, here we have to write correctly, and here also you'll get 6 blanks, and in that 6 blanks you have to write only 4. That means choice is there. Here they may give you only 5, but you may expect here also 6 blanks, but you have to write any 4, that's enough for you. Okay, so and here also each one carries 1 mark. Each correct answer gives you 1 mark here, not half. Okay, that's great. So then question number 13. Here rewrite any 4 of the following sentences as directed. This is nothing but rewrite the sentences as directed. So this topic is very very important, because this single question contains different topics in our grammar. See here, active voice, passive voice, you should cover for the sake of answering this 13th question. Okay, and you have to learn direct and indirect speech, and you have to learn degrees of comparison, how to change from positive to comparative and comparative to superlative or superlative to positive, like this, whatever the way it is. And you have to learn simple compound complex sentences. You have to learn how to write question tags. So and other transformations are there, so sentence, to sentence, and scarcely, hardly, this kind of all the sentences, how to transfer them, all these things you should learn. So all these things you have to learn for the sake of these 4 marks. Okay, but compulsory one from active voice, passive voice, one from direct indirect speech, one from degrees, and one from question tags. Compulsory you could get. That's why don't miss this question number 13. You get marks here, don't neglect it. Okay, right. This question number 13 is also from grammar, but for the sake of completing this, for the sake of writing correctly for this, you have to learn active voice, passive voice, direct indirect speech, degrees of comparison, if class, and simple compound complex sentences, and question tags. All these things you should learn. Okay, and each correct answer gives you 1 mark. So completely you get 4 marks for this 13th question. Okay, right. Next one, question number 14. This is about the correction of errors. That means here they give you 6, but you have to write only any 4, and they give you here the sentence, and they underline the error part. That's great, and that's very very easy, because half of the work done by the paper setters only. You are very lucky, because you need not find out where the error is. Already they underlined the error. If we correct it, that's enough. Yes or no? See here, the property was divided between the 4 brothers. Here 2 brothers means between is correct, but 4 more than 2 came. That's why here among it will be correct. So the property was divided among the 4 brothers. Please bring your luggages here. So luggages we don't use plural. So luggage only appear here. The shops will be open between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So here they underline to. Whenever between comes, we should use and not to. For example, here from comes, to is correct. But between came, that's why here and comes, not to. I prefer fruits than sweets. Whenever prefer comes, we should use to. He walks very fastly. We don't use fastly. There is no word fastly in English. Even it is an adverb, we use only fast. Sign the document with ink. We should not write with ink. We should write in ink. So like this, we have to correct all of this. Okay. So this is correction of errors. And this is for each one gives you 1 mark. Then question number 15. Supply the missing letters of any 8. That means this is about nothing but, as I said you before, spellings. Okay. If you learn the spellings, you could write here. For example, through, previous, piece, like this. You could write receive, anguish, ground, speed. Like this, you could write any 8 of these. Okay. Then question number 16. Silent consonant letters in any 8 of the following. So what is the silent here? You should write here. For example, see here could, L silent, knee, K silent, him, N silent, brought, GH silent, and which, here H silent, first H is silent. So like this, you could write the silent letters. What are the silent consonant letters in these words that you have to identify and you have to write. Each one gives you half mark, and you have to answer any 8 of these 10, and you get 4 marks here. Then question number 17, that is about transcription. But you are very lucky here also, because they already changed the normal words into the phonetic transcription. They are not asking you to change the normal words into phonetic transcription. They changed already. Now what is your work? Just you have to change the phonetic transcription into the normal English spelling. Easy one. Okay. See here the first one, for example, education. Next one here, husband. Here, pension. This is recently. This is main, mountain. Mountain. This is close. Close. See how easy it is. Okay. But you should write the spellings correctly. Don't forget that. Okay. English spelling you should write properly. And if you write any 4, that's enough. And for each correct answer, you get 1. And 4, if you write correctly, you get 4 marks. Then question number 18, circle any 4 of the words of the sound different from the words. Okay, odd man out like this. That means here you could understand 3 words they'll give, and they already made highlight here, and that pronunciation you have to check, and which pronounce differently, that word you have to circle. So okay, let us see some examples. Cheap, chain, chaos. Chaos. The ch is pronouncing like ka here, so this is different. Organ, order, owl. So this owl is different pronunciation. Huge, honor, hungry. Here H is silent. So this is the odd man. That means odd one. Okay, next to public, pure, tube. Pure tube, same pronunciation. Public, it is pronouncing like a. So public is different one. L, money, many. So money, many pronouncing like same, and L is different. Listen, after, taken. Here after taken pronouncing same, and listen is different, so we have to circle the listen word. Like this we have to do this. Okay, right. So next one, question number 19. Mention the number of syllables in any 4 of the following. So syllabification. How many syllables are presented in each word? That one we have to write here. For example, popular, popular, 3 syllables. Today, today, 2 syllables. Side, 1 syllable. Plant, 1 syllable. Rain, water, 3 syllables. Condition, 3 syllables. Like this, you have to find out the number of syllables which are presented in that word, and if you write it, you get 1 mark for each correct answer, and you get 4 marks in total. Okay, so up to here you could complete vocabulary and grammar. And the last question is here, that is the 20th question. This is about data transformation. Sir, what is this data transformation? Data transformation means they may give you a bar diagram or a pie diagram or a table or a tree diagram, whatever it may be. They give you a diagram and they ask you to go through the diagram and change that information into a paragraph. This is one way. And another way is they give you a paragraph and they may ask you to change that paragraph into a pie or tree or a bar chart, whatever it may be, like that. Okay, here example they gave, see here. The given below bar graph shows how much dietary fiber is found in certain fruits. Convert the information into a paragraph. So here what they gave, some information they gave you in bar graph. Okay, so this bar graph information you have to change into a paragraph. This is nothing but data transformation. Okay, here information is in bar graph, you are changing that bar graph information into a paragraph. So, or here you have choice. What is that? Here they gave you a paragraph and they are asking you to convert into a tree diagram. This paragraph you may convert into a tree diagram. You know how to write a tree diagram. For example, here about sentences they give. Okay, sentence. Here you write sentence. Then you divide that into two. And when you divide that into two, what are that? A sentence contains subject and predicate they give. So subject is one side, predicate is one side. And this subject you may write there. Again, subject is under, subject under you can write. It contains a noun or noun equivalent. And under the predicate what comes? Verb they give. And object also. Again, object. You have to, like that, you have to divide them and you can write like a tree diagram. That's nothing but here given. So with this, we have completed our explanation of or analysis of our intermediate first year English examination model paper. And I hope you all understood it very well. And I have given you how to write the exam properly and that information also. And you write neatly and presentation should be very good and think more and you have to write the correct answers. Luckily you have more choice here, so much of choice is here. For every question you have choice. That's really wonderful thing. So really if you write correctly you may get maximum marks. Maximum is 100, you may get 100 marks also. There is no doubt in that. Okay, so put your hard work and definitely you will be succeed. All the best. Thank you very much.